me. Let's grab the weather.
All aircraft advised. Contact your information tank up.
Okay. Tango. My prop. To the front. Right. On. Feet on those brakes.
Golf, and hold short of Bravo for the run on 469 Echo Romeo. 609 Echo Romeo, verify information Tango. And we have information Tango 600 Echo Romeo. Can we get flight following as well? Any frame, I'm working on it. Understood. Sky 469 Echo Romeo, squawk 0427, departure frequency 133.15. It'll be 0427, departures 3315, Skyhawk 469 Echo Romeo.
427. We'll put in transponder, all that nonsense while we're not moving, so we don't have to look down. We have a direct tailwind, it appears. A little bit to the left, but it'll change to a right once we are done with this turn here, so. Oh, there we go. Oil pressure been up, oil temperature is finally coming up. Green. Eye outside. Look at those guys. Hold short of Bravo. Might actually hold short of Golf just a bit, because I don't want to be in there downwash the run up, and no one's going to be behind me. I already washed through the controls. I think we should be okay here. Cool. Let's do a run up, feet on the brakes. Parking brake no, feet on those brake, passenger seat back upright, most upright position, seat belts on, cabin doors. They are pretty locked and shut. Put this window for now. Flight controls we already examined, they should be good. Flight instruments, everything acting appropriately. A little bit of a tiny bank here. Got covered. Looks good on there. Let's plug in 0427 while we're at it. And 3315, tower. Rich. Our fuel quantity, I visually expected both. The gauge is agree. Let's go. Make sure both. Picture full. Throttle 1800. Feet on those brakes again. Nice. Alright, let's go 2 clicks to the left. 1, 2. 100 RPM drop. 1, 2 to the right. Back up to 1800. 1 click to the left. 1 click. 80 drop. 1 click to the right. Both. 50 annunciator. Good. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperature is good. Vacuum's good. Check that idle. Make sure it does idle. Yep, oil pressure still in the green, vacuum still in the green, and it's idle. Very nice. Get back to just under 1,000. Make sure it comes back a little. Cabin air is open. A little noisy. I'm close. Oh, just a smidge. Alright, I got my taxi lights on, beacon lights on. We'll put our lights on right before we're ready to go. Get the autopilot off. The fuse is turned off anyways, yep. Circuit breaker's turned off. Trim's neutral, doing normal takeoff, nothing crazy, especially with this gust factor. 0 at 9. Oh, you keep switching between 100 and 0. But beyond that. No one's behind me still, that's good. Yeah, open a window. We're going to be climbing to 4,500 and go do a bunch of stalls. Anything for the takeoff, there's gust factor to consider. So we'll be very careful on the controls here. Make sure we're putting in the correct inputs. Appropriate rudder authority. If we lose lose the wind, we pitch down. Remember? Anything on the runway, pull throttle. We'll come to a complete stop. Anything below 500 feet, we'll bank to the right and follow Stars and Stripes Boulevard, make emergency landing. Anything 1,000 feet or above, come back and land on any flat portion of the runway. Runway environment in general. Exit maiden, call as soon as possible.
Lakefront ground, 65331, route complete. Check 6551, right turn Bravo, hold short, runway 9 Bravo, contact tower 118.905.
Cool.
Right turn Bravo, hold short of runway 9 contact tower, cruise 1.
Alright, we get to move forward unless they're in the middle of their run-up still.
Lakefront ground, Scout 2461 Papa, run up is also complete. Back 2461 Papa, follow the Skyhawk and contact tower. Follow Skyhawk, contact tower, 61 Papa.
Right there. Alright.
That's myself at 246 Papa, hold a short 9er at Bravo, ready for takeoff. November 2461 Papa, Lakefront Tower, wind 10013, gust 19er. Traffic off the departure end is also going to the east practice area. Runway 9er Bravo, clear for takeoff.
5 knot.
Runway 9er Bravo, clear for takeoff, 2461 Papa.
Alright. Get these lights on so you don't forget. The air while they're doing their short field takeoff. He needs to focus. He's check ride prep for commercial. They're off. Alright. Lakefront Tower, Skyhawk 4600 Gremio, only short of 9er on Bravo, ready for departure after that traffic.
Number 469er at Romeo, Lakefront Tower, wind 10014, gust 19er. That departing traffic is headed to the east practice area. Proceed on course, runway 9er, Bravo, clear for takeoff.
Alright, proceed on course, runway 9er, clear for takeoff at Bravo, 4600 Romeo. Light right aileron correction, mixture comes in.
November 331, contact, there's two in line behind you that just departed headed to the practice area as well. Contact departure now, have a good flight. Contact departure, 331, see you.
There's center line. Make sure that's not locked up.
November 61, Papa, proceed on course. If you've got that departure ahead, silent approach, contact departure.
Alright, full throttle. Make sure you're on floor, airspeed's alive. Aileron effectiveness. Air 55, we'll rotate. Tap those brakes. All eyes outside, center line. Climb out at VY. Just trim down a little. got about 100, 200 feet of descent in. We'll pull the power out all the way, and then try to round out, level off, hold that altitude, watch what happens. There we go, good speed, nice descent going. About 300 feet per minute. At that point off my nose, traffic's on the scope is good. Alright, good speed, good descent coming here, so let's get ready to pull that power. So, 3,800 feet, let's pull that power all the way out. And I'm trying to level off.
Easy 04, turn right at 230, and tower going to come up to New Zealand.
Cut that part of my nose. Just below the wide arc, no stall bar. Very interesting. I'll have to let it down. There's the brake. Full power. First notch immediately. Very nice, very even brake. Alright, now we've got good speed. We'll climb away from the ground and be wide here. Positive rate. Second notch can come up. Good. And we'll recover at 4,000 feet again. And that should be good for our next clean flaps. Perfect. That was really good. Very even brake. It broke perfectly nose down. Fully coordinated the whole time. Gave me a very predictable outcome. The brake was going to be straight down through the nose, which is what I expected. Because I've done this a lot of times. Pattern recognition at this point, basically. Don't even have to think about angles of attack or bank or whatnot. So now let's turn around. Just so we aren't flying out to the middle of absolutely nowhere. Keep ourselves relatively close to the airport, even though our glide range only brings us back to Six Flags.
Cessna 331, can we maneuver in 5 southwest of the indicated 2200?
That's Shelby. I've got that point right off the nose coming out. Right where that levee is, very distinct. There's a white spot right on the top of it. I'll point right at that. Set up my heading bug. Give me a good reference. About 60 feet, a little high, but it should be okay for what we're doing. So, gonna be a departure stall, power on stall. A little more spooky. We'll give it full power though. 4,000 feet, give some trim to help. We want to get down to our rotation speed, our liftoff speed. So we're going to get to 60 knots, give ourselves a little buffer, because that actual liftoff speed is 55 knots on the POH. So we're going to go to 60 knots, and then we're going to put the pitch attitude at an attitude that we know that the plane cannot sustain flight at full power even. So I'm going to point off my nose, right in the heading bug there. We're going to go 60 knots. Once we reach 60 knots, we're going to cramp the power. Alright, 60 knots. 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna pitch up. Should need more than about 15 degrees. Holding that there. We need a lot more right rudder. Alright, holding that pitch attitude. Right there. Put the white arc even. Very coordinated. Don't let it get out of hand here. I feel above it. There's the drop.
04, turn right at 310.
There we go. Very fun. That was a right bank drop. Back on the heading. Very fun. There's 4,000 feet. Oh, that's 300 feet real quick there. Pretty spooky, huh? Try that one again. I've got the same point off my nose. I can still see it. Get down back to our rotation speed again.
Cessna 331 at 3 sports traffic, 3 west of the north.
There we go, 60 knots. Let's go with maybe a little less power so it doesn't take as long. There's 2,300 RPM. Holding that nose in the same spot on the horizon. Or sorry, the heading indicator. Holding that pitch attitude, right rudder to help. So the right aileron seems to want to bank even with completely neutral, and if it does that, and we try to correct that way, we just increase the angle of attack on that right wing. So let's turn around again. Do a right hand turn this time. that's just lower than us, we're covered. So we're at 4100. Let's try a clean stall and a climbing the left-hand turn. We got, let's see, lakefront on my nose. Do some speed. We're gonna do this clean configuration while we're in climb. No more than 20 degrees bank. Keep that coordination coming. Perfectly coordinated. And there's the buffet. And the nose just wants to drop. It's not even that either wing really wants to drop first. It's the nose that wants to drop. So let's recover. So we can see that when we're perfectly coordinated, neither wing really wants to drop first.
There you go, Billy. Go directly.
I mean, I did it twice. I even pulled back a little bit to aggravate it just a bit. And how much time we got left? Oh, good. Let's do one more stall. Let's do an accelerated stall. Let's try to do it as coordinated as possible. So let's clear the area first. Let's do a left-hand turn. Interesting. I had the theory, I had the hypothesis that if you were perfectly coordinated, climbing, descending, stalling, turn, it would not matter as long as you're coordinated. Just the nose will drop. I'm like that side still. It would not have one wing stall before the other. As long as you're perfectly coordinated, the nose wants to drop first. And it seems like I would be correct. I was kind of putting myself on a limb there for being just proven wrong. Let's keep this turn coming, just keeping close to the city. Traffic's right off my nose, 700 feet above me. Let's try an accelerated stall. So we're going to bring the plane down to 70 knots. Flaps clean. We're going to roll into a steep turn. Going off my nose. Bring it to 70 knots.
November 3 Golf Juliet. Clear bridge approach.
We're going to do a 40 degree bank turn to the left, and then we're going to, there we go. Enter that turn. And then we're going to pull back. There's that stall warning horn. That was fun. Anyways, let's grab the weather and start it back. I'm very pleasantly surprised that I was correct. Beautiful. Let's get back to airport operation uniform 1853 turn around 130, temperature 22, call number 3030. Cruiser approaching right 36 left and use. Use caution from our center to my whole shore location and cross an operation. Contact your uniform. I'll get back to you. I want the winds. Like my airport information, uniform 1853 Zulu observation, wind 10013, gust 20, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 22, dew point 9er, call number 3030. North approach, sky on 4600, come in, we've been reaching uniform, like that, we could start heading back now.
I'm sorry, I'm coordinating on my intent on my lakefront.
Sky on 4600, come in, we've uniform, like to start heading back now.
Static Romeo, record descending discretion.
Send our discretion, 4600, come in. We're doing that.
River 12, no departure.
Having a little fun descent
River
here.
12, leaving 3000, turn.
Oh, I love this area. Bayou Sauvage. So nice. We'll get right-hand traffic to runway 9er, I believe. That's my best guess. So let's get a checklist going while we're out here. We're heading back, make sure we're clear of the Delta.
Delta 31,
Hit gas.
English 0 and contact approach 125.5.
Alright, set power as desired, make sure it should be full. Lights. Turn the lights on.
Skyline 69447 on departure.
Cameras on.
Contact Miley, Lakefront traffic. 11 o'clock, half mile northwest.
Just like across both, wing flaps are clean, very nice. Tell message to right. Make sure Rich, landing light on, autopilot off.
River 12,
Yeah, we'll do a normal landing. Just wanted to prove a point here.
Right.
Oh, they might give us left traffic actually. Let's hold north of the shoreline.
Delta 36 on departure, ready to contact, climb maintain 150. Solid T12, say again.
Sky 600 Romeo, can we switch over to tower now?
9 Romeo, be looking for traffic, 12 o'clock, 5 miles eastbound off the Lakefront, coming out of 1500, incoming Lakefront Tower, 118.95.
Over to tower 895, we'll look out for the traffic on the left. Sky 600 Romeo.
447 here.
Lakefront tower, Sky 600 Romeo, reaching uniform inbound for landing.
Scott 447, Lakefront Tower to left down, runway 9.
Enter left downwind, runway 9 or 4600 Romeo. Alright, looking at the traffic, they're same altitude on my, let's see, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. There you are. The traffic inside 4600 Romeo on my 11.
Mac Romeo, just confirm, talk about the traffic on the west of the position of that.
Affirmative, has them inside, over the city, no launch right now, 600 Romeo.
Yep, and just continue to look downwind and expect to be number 1 shortly.
Alright, continue left downwind, runway 9er, expect to be number 1, 600 Romeo.
Scott, base turn approved, runway 909.
Very fun. Alright, we'll hold a little bit of altitude here as we're over the water. I'd like to be a little bit more comfortable. Now we can start bleeding off that speed and a little bit of altitude. Delta. Alright, ahead of traffic still, over Shellnut.
Sure, base turn to keep up with my ground,
And the set coming.
and the bottom is completed by 9. Citation big officers in right at the end departure. Signature comes straight. Citation big officers in right at the end departure. South on Bravo, show the 9er at Bravo.
Here's that turbulence again.
Scott, 47 Romeo, runway 9 0 custody 1, clear to land.
Runway 9er, clear to land, 4600 Romeo. Could be a little challenging, to say the least. Get lined up into this downwind here, coming at a bit of a 30, 45 degree-ish angle. Wind, like you said, right down the runway. Have that traffic on the ground. There should be landing traffic, short final for runway 9er. I have them inside as well, little spec, just over the wall now, seawall. It's our power where it's at until we get to pattern altitude 1,000 feet. Yeah, airspace, I know. Alright, no carb heat, everything else good, gears fixed, mixture's full, gas on both tanks, fullest tank even.
Don't feel it, I can think about it, or contact you or talk to her. Remember, big officers, you can pick that up with me here shortly, just stand by.
Hello, New Orleans. Very pretty today. There's 1,000 feet. Let's get established. 2,000 RPMs, 1,000 feet, traffic pattern altitude. Turn a heading of 270.
Airport has filed, maintain 2,000, expect level.
There we are.
10 minutes after.
Coming up a V-bar landing point here, the intersection of Bravo and runway 9er. We'll pull that power back, 1,500. Make sure we're not below 110. We do flaps 10. And then descend at 75. There we go.
Hopefully it'll be back correct.
About 800 feet, we should be able to turn left on the base. There's 800 feet, coming up to the new UL.
The upwind, another mile, and then left close.
Let's turn left. Want to hit 80 knots in this turn here. Power's good, shouldn't have to adjust it.
Scott, Medic Romeo base, and approved your discretion.
taxi, wing to level, flap to come 20. We are in the wide arc, confirm. Yep, flying south. And let's turn final. It's starting to look like those lines are coming parallel. We want to hit 65 in this turn here. We will be a little bit high though. That wind is giving us a bit of extra performance with this power setting. There's the sink. Love it. Where your bladder goes into your throat. Alright, more white. Let's get down. Watch that speed.
3 Golf Juliet.
We'll say flaps full until we're on short final.
9 Bravo without delay. That's Skyhawk 9 Aircraft 9 Ticker Romeo. Citation crossing your left to right. Would be no factor.
I got that traffic in sight crossing 469 Romeo. They're crossing the runway right now. Runway is not clear, not clear, not clear. Runway is now clear. Runway is clear. Clear to land. Flaps are coming full.
Gulf function, park Gulf.
1 red, 2 red. Here's that sink. Here comes the seawall.
Sure, 86, let's see Bravo, cross 26 right,
There we go.
Left turn, Bravo.
Good on speed. Watch that gust. Come back in line. There's that gust. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Very nice crosswind landing. Had to keep a little bit of power in.
Romeo, right turn at the end, taxi via Foxtrot to park with me.
Hey, firm right turn at the end of Niner. Parking Foxtrot to Westguard with you. 4600 Romeo. Cool. That was a well-handled landing. I had to keep a bit of power in there because of that gust. It dropped out twice on me in short final. I had center line at the last second there. Got left wheel, right wheel, main wheel down. So that's my compensation, or rationalization, I suppose. Otherwise, very, 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 very good flight, very informative flight. And I can say, I have footage of me proving that if you're on a climbing or descending turn, and you are fully coordinated and doing a stall, the plane will not have one wing drop before the other. Alright, we're not clear yet. Got our lights on still. We'll turn the lights off once we're clear. This has the very long displaced runway threshold. Or hold short line, I mean to say. That guy's still there. 737 Echo Golf. Alright, turn landing light off, nav light off. Keep our strobe and taxi on just for a few more seconds. Here comes the yellow brick road, we'll follow that in. Left thigh down the stripe. Beautiful. We're going to park in the same spot we departed from. Alright, we'll pull up a beam to my lovely 66104 here. I'd love to fly you. Come to a stop. When we're on the ground, there's no reason not to use a checklist, especially on the ground. After landing, wing flaps up, make sure. Yep, leave for taxi. Well, we were still on the runway, so give me a break. Beep brakes, electrical autopilot off, lights off, avionics off.